Hi. Happy day. Oh my word. Okay, I'm a little embarrassed because I'm coming in here and I just feel a little teary. Um, I got two numbers today. Really three. The number that I always get is hello, by the way. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Hi. If you're new here, my name is Miriam. I'm an oracle. I am an intuitive. I speak with angels, the guides, your guides, numbers. I read those. I'm a numerologist. Anyway, if you're seeing my face, it's because you're supposed to be hearing something out of it. Which means there's some type of message in here for you. You may be seeing these numbers, and so this is probably the numbers that you one as I say. Okay, okay, just listen. Anyway, a number that I always get is 911. It's not funny. It's just that's the number that I always get. I didn't even know I'm in America. I am 30, gonna be 31. Did not know about it until about maybe 6 years later. Because I was having my own stuff go on around that time. Uh, I wasn't watching the news. I was a child. I don't even think I was in school that day. So I was kind of buffered from that. So I would still hear the number all the time, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't reference anything. I didn't have any dark pain. So by the time I learned of it, I was at an age that, although tragic, it was still something that didn't scar me in the way that I can only imagine seeing something like that. I mean, I still grew up on the internet at that age where, lots of stuff is on the internet. So I still got that feel of stuff. Anyway, but I would like to say I had my 233 as I say this. I like to say that at that time I had my own national tragedy of my soul going on. Yeah, I had stuff going on in my life at that time that were less than pleasant. But that being said, I would see 911. Not 911, I did 911. And at that time, I needed 911. No joke. And so it was like the angels telling me, even whenever I was just a little girl, hey, we're here. Listen. Or this is urgent. Get this out right now. As I've gotten older. Because it was urgent at the time. I needed them urgently at the time. And they would show up urgently. In some way. It wasn't always a clock. 929 at my time as I say this, okay? It was 33. It was 3:30 at that time. 0330. Anyway. And so now I know that this is urgent. Okay, that took me almost 4 minutes to say that this is an urgent message, but I just want to let y'all know some of the how things look when you have relationships with the numbers your entire life. Anyway, 1313 was the first one that came to me, and then 282. And then what further validated the 282 was the master number 118. So 28, 28, like 8, 2, 2, 2, 8, 2, 8. You're starting things, you're doing things, you're doing hard work, you're in patience, you're in the rhythms, you've learned the energy, you've comprehended the cycles and your patterns so that you know how to move within them now. You know how to be it's making me think of Frogger, where you have to jump at certain times, or the alien invaders, and you have to shoot before the ship because it's moving too fast. You got to shoot where he's going. You know that there's patterns. You know when it's double dutch. It's so many. It's the rhythms. You feel it. It was 4/5/4 as I was saying that. It's the rhythms, and you understand the stability. It feels so stable because you see those rhythms. And something about rhythms, it makes you want to dance, right? And it's fun, right? So start having fun in the rhythm of the universe. It's an emergency. Ugh. You see what you made me do? You made me clap my hands at you. This is why your guide's talking to you like this. Because how long have you been getting 1313? And how long have you been getting 282? I'm sorry. Hi. I'm not sorry. It is what it is. If you could even hear that. Made me clap my hands so hard too. I guess I'm upset that why aren't you having more fun? You're in trouble. That's what it feels like. I feel like your guides are like, don't you understand how much BS we've been through? And that you've been through. Because when they say we, they mean they include you. They're like, don't you know what we've been through? And we done seen it happen. We done watched these things, and we couldn't do much. We could just send you numbers. You know how hard 626 is? I said, you know how freaking hard that is? 626 was one of my other numbers. So that's love and patience and family. Your divine family. 639 is also another one because it's a 369 all jumbled up. But it doesn't matter which way you put the 3s and the 6 and the 9s, it's because it is a triangle, so it can connect. You were alchemizing. You were an alchemist. Even as a child, you were going through wild things for a child to go through. And the thing is like things that are considered wild for a kid to go through it's a low freaking bar. Period. If you feel like your trauma could have been worse, I promise you it isn't. It's the worst thing that happened in your life. It doesn't matter what happened in Joe's life, okay? You're not Joe. This is the worst thing that happened to you. Take it seriously. Don't compare it. That's messed up. Why are you always comparing yourself? Quit comparing yourself. Love yourself like the child of God that you are. Love yourself like God loves you. Don't say those mean things to yourself anymore. You have to be nice. You can't be like, oh, you're lazy because you're seeing 1313. 13 is a karmic debt number. 13 says you were lazy. 13 says you didn't do enough. And let me talk about karmic life stuff. You have a 13. You want to talk about your past life? Look at your parents. Were your parents very diligent? Were your parents very to it? No, probably not. If you got 13 in your life, probably you had a parent that was a little bit all over the place. And your life was a little bit all over the place. For whatever reason, the adults before you had that chaotic energy. So naturally, the soul that was meant to enter in the next generation was something that is stable to balance that energy. It's not that you owe anything. It's just that that's what was needing to be paid at the time. You are the payment of the debt. You naturally work hard. That's why you care so much about being lazy. Lazy people don't care about being lazy. They just don't. 909 as I say that, just like bad parents don't care if they're being bad parents. They don't ask themselves, am I being a bad parent? They know. A lot of times parents are going to be guilty. And sometimes if they can't do anything better, they still can't do anything better. Guilt can't make you do stuff better. The only thing that can make yourself do better is love and patience and grace and gratitude and thankfulness for what you have in that moment. And so, look, life can be real shitty. It just can be. your ability to find that joy in it is beyond what you have even accepted. Because the things that happen to you aren't the reason why you are the way that you are. You use the tools that were within you in order to combat those obstacles. You used your own tools. You reached in within yourself. You trusted your inner guidance. You trusted your inner wisdom, and you trusted in God. You trusted in that moment all the things that you were given. How whole and complete you were. Even though you didn't realize you were doing it out of survival. Trying to just be loved. Trying to just find warmth and comfort. And sometimes, you feel like you're being provided things, because it's also this in between of like, you're getting the best of the worst. And so it feels like it could have been worse. 1102, as I say, that's a 4. That's a sneaky 1111 in there. And a 2 is 2 once. And so because you were always kind of getting the best of the worst, you feel like this could have been worse. But you know what that really is? Is your optimism mentality. The fact that you were able to see the good things and the bad. Because it was objectively bad. Okay? It just wasn't. But there were still good parts in the world, because that's what happens. Right now, today is somebody's best day of their life and somebody's worst day of their life. They're always talking about the end is nigh and the world is ending. It really is. I mean, people are dying every single day. We know this from whatever the 1,000 ways to die. And those are just the freaky ones. There are lots of regular ways to die too. We are not guaranteed our next breath. We are not guaranteed our next moments. And while we're here, I keep getting 1221 and 1212. I just haven't been saying it out loud. It's been 4-4. It says 8, and this goes off right as I'm saying that. 938, which is a sneaky 911. This is urgent. I'm gonna title this something about urgency, because it really is just saying you have to do this. 943. It was 1243. 9. 9. I'm telling you 9. 9. Einstein. Okay, look. You have to understand that releasing this belief, it's a cliche thing to say, but you're not broken, you're perfect, you're great. Like, you're going to hear people saying this a lot because it's been said. Everybody says love yourself. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But honestly, what is your fault is, as an adult, feeling so bad for yourself that you're staying stuck in the cycle. Whoa. I was really going to try and, I really try and like make that a bit sweeter. I feel like I have not been sweet at all. What is going on? Okay, this is a new year, and it's also a 9 year for the world. So of course I'm getting 9 a lot, but like, this is a 1 month, so start it now. Plan what you're getting rid of now. Be done now. And be like, I'm sorry. It's the year. It's the year. It has been divinely foretold that in this year in Christ consciousness and gnosis and knowing God and truly trusting in God, God says I'm whole and complete exactly the way that I am. My angels say I'm whole and complete the way I am. Random girl on the internet, Miriam, says it. I am whole and complete the way that I am. I'm a 9 life path. As somebody asked if I was what my sign is, I'm a Pisces. And I'm a 9. Those are both pretty much the same thing whenever it comes to zodiac. What's that? That's a fish. I didn't mean to do a fish, but look at that. That's kind of cute. Am I making like a little knife, but it's a fish? Don't look. I didn't do that on purpose. I don't be tutting and whatnot, but I do watch stuff, so I know what tutting is. Anyway, y'all have more fun. Just have fun. It is like literally the emergency is for you to have fun. And you have to tell people that. Like, I'm sorry guys. I can't go to work today. I have to go make funny money. I was going to say I have to go make money, but it came out I have to go make funny. So you have to go make funny. Okay? That was kind of gross whenever I say it like that. Go make some money. Go make some money. And go and talk to yourself and like have like a conversation like you're a kid. I know it's hard because like especially like I'm feeling so much masculine energy that like at a certain point, I remember like at a certain point playing pretend starts being different. Like when we're all hanging out of a certain age, boys and girls pretty much play the same way until people start saying this is for boys and this is for girls. And emotions are for girls. And being mad is for boys. That's the only thing people like. And that's just not true. Excuse me. Mad is actually 414. So if you're seeing 414 all the time, you might be mad. This is random. This is just another one. Because mad, I get mad. Dam, like a water dam, 414. That's a 9. So when you're mad, stop. Let it go. 9. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Like, I need to get off of here because I don't know how much 17 as I say this. 8. Oh, 7. Feel your purpose. I guess I'm not done. You have to feel your purpose. You have to start in your spirit. You have to start in your faith and analyze your faith. Now, I'm not saying necessarily be skeptical of your faith because that's not what faith is. It's about studying it. Go in there and do a theology class. Honestly, and literally. Do it honestly, or else. Don't be like, yeah, I kind of looked that up. Like, look it up. There's a verse that's always coming to you. There's always numbers. Like, if you're getting a time, check and see if it correlates with a Bible verse. Like, look around. Like, you see a sandwich number. What else is synchronizing at that time? Like, what I'll notice is sometimes, like, whenever your blinker just lines up with your car music, or with your music, and then you look, and there's a special number there. Synchronized. Those are synchronizations. Those are looking out for the numbers and seeing the synchronizations. And then analyzing it for you, comprehending it for your soul, for the story that you are meant to be telling yourself. Your story of Christ consciousness, your story of God, your story of Kundalini, or whatever you have to, whatever you must connect to in order to get closer to God. Because it's all the same journey to God, to fully trusting in the spirituality. And I think that's a big thing that has been lost been slowly dwindling away over millennia. And we can see that through certain changing of things in the stars. Like, we were in the age of Pisces whenever Christ was around. I do believe. Don't quote me. You can, but do your own research. That's the point. That's why you're getting a 7. Prove me wrong. Debate me. Don't. I'm not gonna. I don't. I'm just gonna be like, probably, you're right. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I just don't. I'm just here doing the job that I got hired by the universe to do. So while you're out there looking around, applying, look at what you've already been doing. Because you're grown now. You've been doing stuff for maybe about a decade, maybe about 8 years. Because you're coming up on 9 years of doing something. Because you got hired by the universe in the 1 year of the world. Okay? It is now the 9 year of the world. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's all go. Let's all go. You got hired on and you've been getting trained. What is the one thread that has been the same? And then look at your previous 9 years. And then look at your previous 9 years. And then look at your previous 9 years. And then what makes you happy? Okay, bye. Anyway, look out for the numbers. Okay? Alright? You stay synchronized. Goodbye.